They were jealous of you. Let me tell you something. Thank God that he removed that person up out of your life. Thank God that he removed that friend, that he removed that man, that he removed that woman, that he removed those family members, that he removed you and placed you and got you up out of those environments. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank God. Let me tell you something. That man or whoever it is, that woman, these people, they left you for dead. Stop caring about them. Stop praying for them. These people, these friends, these phonies, these fakes, these foes, these adversaries, they pray, they wish, they envy, they evil eye on your downfall, wanted you to fall, wanted you to fail, prayed about it, sent in people to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? In secret competition, but felt like in the midst of the competition, they had to sit up here and sabotage you, pay to ruin you, ruin your reputation, come for your character, come for your livelihood. Let me tell you something. People thought it was funny to joke you, say what you took. You know what I'm saying? What you allowed. You ain't had no common sense. You ain't had no street smarts. Other women, other men who weren't in your position, right? Who probably weren't done like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went through something. Felt like they could add their 2 cents in on your situation because they felt like they were better than you. Felt like they could laugh at you behind your back. They were better than you. Everybody trying to one up. Everybody trying to be better. Everybody trying to talk somebody's situation till they going through their own shit. I keep telling you, be mindful of who you talk about. That person's transgressions and struggles could be yours of what you go through months down the line or a year down the line, probably next week. God don't like ugly, boo, and he ain't too fond of cute. I just want you to know that when you out here going around letting other people talk shit about people, you out here paying for people's demise, preying on somebody's downfall, and thought it was funny. You had to let some people go because they was envious of you. The second that they came in contact with you, they knew who you were. You got to, when God is giving you a chance at life again, and he's giving you a chance to learn a lesson, because understand something, these people were lessons, even though they looked at you and viewed you as a job, as an assignment, as a come up. I'm saying something. God is orchestrating things in your life, which is why you are here. No one can talk about your transgressions, what you went through, what you allowed, and think that the shit is funny, because if they was in your shoes, they wouldn't have handled it and came out the way that you did. So it's something unique and special about you. It's some kind of force or power that's protecting you. Oh, okay. I keep telling you, sometimes God is allowing things to happen, and he had to allow it to happen because people were second guessing and questioning your belief, his power. They mocked you because they saw how you were living. They saw what was happening. And they say, he out here still talking about God. They still out here talking about them. They praying, reading scriptures. Some didn't even want to take your advice. Didn't think you was credible. Didn't think you knew shit. Didn't think it was valid. They didn't think it stood for anything because of what you was going through. They're going to have to stand on that. Tell them people stand and keep that same energy. Stand. But sometimes God got to allow you to fall down knowing that he going to pick you back up in order for him to jog people's memory. You understand what I'm saying? For him to reiterate who he is. Huh? What? Oh, okay. What? For him to remind people of his position. Who he is, who he be. And so for that, sometimes people got to see. So, yeah, you fell down. Huh? But you got back up. And in the process of you getting up again, all these foes, all these adversaries, all these exes, all these people went up against you. Friends talked about you behind your back. You'll never know. They'll never tell you. You have to use your discernment. Then they try to say, oh, discernment ain't real. Your intuition ain't this ain't that. Let me tell you something. Because you kept being nice to people, they thought you didn't know. You knew where your blessings came from. God had already shown you who these people were. Now, when these people have to come back and ask you for advice or ask you for this or need you on this or looking at your life, they're looking at your life and they're using it as a blueprint to their life. Now, why do that for somebody who you once said was incredible? Why do that for someone of whom you mocked because of what they went through and what they allowed and how they kept taking falls up in their life? For every great damn fall that you took was for every miraculous comeback that God allowed you to have. And that's so Mary had a little lamb feasts white snow. Play with it, don't play with me. I'm sure that 305 Kingway Project. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to always keep it real. You can't go against what I'm saying. Even though you don't like the messenger, you can't shoot down the message. Everybody is going through something. Everybody got a pass. Everybody has been the fool. It's about not where you start, but how you end up. So these are people who not only laughed at you for what you didn't have, laughed for where you was at in your life, they secretly wanted you to stay there, knowing, even though they knew that you were supposed to be destined for greater, for more. This abundant energy that you had, this goddess-like energy that you possess, you know what I'm saying? It scared a lot of people. A lot of people was intimidated. A lot of people was fearful of you. So you had all of these groups of people wishing on your downfall, even people that didn't even know you like that. All of these people once came and said some mess about you. They had people who they was working with. They had people who was coming back, giving them a bone, talking about you. Now all these damn people feeling bad. Feeling bad about what? This day, you understand what I'm saying? I got my own. It is what it is. I'm providing for my son. I'm speaking my story. Wherever people try to have me, I'm not there. That's why when you're looking for me, I'm not there. You understand what I'm saying? You looking for me in the slumps. You looking for me in the dumpsters. You looking for me to be dead somewhere. You trying to call us to figure out the obituaries. Is she dead yet? You know what I'm saying? God gonna keep reviving me because I'm not a bad person. I go around and I try to help people. That movie, The Straw, with Taraji P. Henson, I could barely get through that movie, but I got through the movie. You know what I'm saying? Even though she was on her last leg, she still gave Sinbad, the homeless man, money. And that man came through for her. Say, you know what? She didn't even have it. But she was making sure that that's the type of person I am. And people got to keep feeling like they got to knock me down to nothing in order to feel good about themselves. And then they don't want people to know the truth, that they out here, it don't matter about what you do to one, and you ain't doing it to the next one. That one that you did it to didn't deserve it. So why did you do it to him? Why did you treat him like that? You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I say this to say, man, go watch that movie if you can. The world is a wicked place. But I keep telling you, I really feel like it ain't going to get no better. So you got to hold your stance. You got to continue to believe in God, because let me tell you something. It's going to be more people like that, like her. More Tarajis. You know what I'm saying? That get their back put up against the wall. They got people just gunning for them. The police didn't have to come at her like that. The people in the bank didn't have to be so snobby and push off and standoffish like that. Her boss didn't even have to do her like that. I was like, my God, this must be a woman. I mean, I know we got people, but you got jobs, now didn't understand that people got kids. And the thing is, she was, you know, she didn't know her daughter was already dead. Y'all go watch the movie. I ain't finna tell, but what people thought they left you at, they looking for you there and you not there. And now they confused. They wanted to be, they was jealous of you, didn't want you to have what God slated you for. And all I'm going to tell you is hashtag speak your story. Speak your story. Tell your story. You understand what I'm saying? It may be embarrassing at first because so many people see what views I got and how many followers. They never think that you could go through things in your life. I never tried to shove that off on people. That's all God. That's all God. Okay? But what I'm not going to do is go against him. He gave me my time to heal, and now he wants me to speak. So whatever reasons he having me speak, you know what I'm saying? I got my dignity. I got my integrity. Nothing that I go through could ever make me feel bad. You could never sit up here and judge me. Okay? You could never, you listen, and whether you judge or you don't judge, you weren't in my shoes. And whether you feel like you wouldn't have made the decisions that I made in order to be where I was at and go through what I go, that's cool, that's fine. When you do go through things, you still wouldn't be able to handle it the way that I do. That's why when people attack people, they go after the strongest ones. They go after the most people that's stable, that's not weak-minded or weak-willed, right? Because they're trying to break you. Break you to control you, break you to defeat you. But they couldn't break you in this season because God is building you back up. You didn't take the fall the way that they wanted you to. You didn't take the bait. You are living proof. You are living proof of God's power. And it ain't a thing that a person gonna be able to do. They know this. This was their best shot. If this couldn't get you or turn you away, ain't nothing gonna be able to. So I think a lot of people are realizing, when people are telling people, man, it's enough. I'm not gonna keep going at this. You know, give it up. You know, you got some people who, in doing you the way they did you, hopefully it changed them down the line. Whether it do or whether it don't, you deserve everything that's coming your way after everything you've been through, because you are going to get blessed the way that you deserve, for enduring attack and attacks that you did deserve, for encountering people who came up in your life that wasn't honorable, wasn't loyal, you know what I'm saying, didn't commit to you, talked about you, mocked you. Shit ain't funny no more. I don't care who they went to, talking all this type of stuff. Whatever they going through, just like yours on Front Street, they finna be put on blast. And where God is about to take you finna be put on blast too. Because your sufferings was put on blast. Your downfalls was put on blast. Your mental health, all this stuff that people trying to shoot for, gun for. Shit wasn't even valid for them to be hitting stuff like that. That was put on blast. So now, what they about to go through finna be put on blast. And where God about to take you and lifting you up finna be put on blast. Okay? And you already know how I'm coming. If you need a friend, you got it in me. You need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC gang. And until next time, keep your head up and never let nobody see you sweat. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. Don't cry for me. I done got over it already. Don't cry for me. Don't feel bad for me. Okay? Just continue to move forward and do for you, do for your family, do for who you love. And let me tell you something. I keep hearing it, but you know, I'm going to start saying in my videos, if you are not having a good day, don't go your butt around trying to sit up here and mess up somebody else's day. Okay? Let live and let live. Okay? And continue to be motivated, continue to be blessed. I love y'all. Show yourself more grace. You went through it, but you're here. People did not care for you, but you survived. They picked up their guns and their pitchforks. But God is rebirthing every aspect of in your life that you thought was dead. I love you. Stay prayed up and be blessed.